What's up, y'all? Welcome to another trade breakdown. Today was an awesome day. Was a little bit choppy, but we were able to find really good setups within the chop. Anyways, as you guys know, today was an FOMC day, or at least FOMC minutes release. I think at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I was done trading well before that, but I was able to catch a few, not a few, but I was able to catch a nice trade or two with the team during live trading. So I'm going to break down today. Today we had wins and losses, but I'm going to break down everything. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, I traded NQ all day. I don't think, did we trade CL? I don't think we touched CL, but NQ was the main bread and butter today. First things first, we had a level here. Let me go and put that back there, right? So for me, this is pre-market, right? This is pre-market for me. As you can see at the bottom, you see it says 6 o'clock. The market opens for me at 6:30 a.m. PST because I'm on the West Coast. So this is equivalent to 9 a.m. So we have 6 a.m. This is really 9 a.m. Then 9:30 when the market opened. We had a really bullish candle. Now, my first entry was actually on this candle, right into this resistance level, right? And when we started breaking resistance level, I was like, okay, cool, right? We do have a little level here, right at this 13,679, and we may make it move up to 13,691. Now, the thing is, though, right, this is the first candle of the day. This week, we've been super crazy in terms of chop, so I'm not necessarily sure if we're going to hold level. Are we going to wick back under? Are we, what's the case, right? So I'm a little, I'm not scared. I don't trade scared, but I am a little cautious of, or I'm aware of the situation. As you can see here, we ended up wicking right back below level. So this is one of the smaller losses I took. I was able to get out around break even. But I think at this candle again, I got in again thinking like, okay, we're going to break now. But we did it. We did break, and then we came back under again. And that one was for the small loss. Excuse me. This first trade was green because I got in on this candle before it. And then exited for small green, nothing crazy. And then re-entered, right? And then got wicked out again. And that was for the small loss. So at this point, I'm still green, right? There's a little loss there. But, that was just a situation, right? We wicked out. I was like, okay, you know what? This doesn't anger me or whatever. It was just a trade that I had good risk management on. It just didn't work out because the price action, didn't play out the way I thought it was going to play out. But that's completely fine. So let's move on to what happened next. So then on live, if hindsight's 2020, honestly, I should have gotten in shorts here, right? I saw two crazy rejections right here. I should have gotten in shorts at the beginning of the start of the next candle, and really anticipated this downside, but I didn't. At this point, I'm just coming off a shaky W and then a loss. So I'm like, okay, let me really just wait on the price and let's feel it out. So at this point, it's only been 15 minutes. Let me wait it out, right? So I do wait. And I see that we make a move towards this 13,632 level again, right? As you can see here, we bounced here pre-market, opened up, and then now we're back. We held it for a little bit, and then we went under. Now, when we went under, that right there was my first entry for shorts, right? I enter here for shorts, and I enter with 6 contracts. Now, usually I get a starter position, right? My starter position is usually anywhere between, let's say, 2 or 3 contracts. And then I like to add, usually, I would say my average position size for a full position is probably somewhere around, I would say, anywhere from 8 to 14 contracts. I usually don't go higher than 14, but I usually stay within that range for a full position. But in this situation, I felt really good about the play, so I got in 6 contracts off rip, right? So I didn't really go on with a starter, although I do tell people who are live trading with me to always want to scale into plays because that's the best way to minimize losses, and that's the best way to manage plays, right? For example, the play previously that lost, it wasn't a big loss because I went in with 2 contracts to start, right? So it was a small loss. If I went in with 14 contracts, now we're looking at a couple hundred, that thing starts to hurt really. So yeah, small loss, scale into those plays. But this situation, I know how to manage my risk. So I knew that my stop loss was going to be back above that level. I got a really good entry. And you can see here, we got an absolutely really good move on the downside. And I ended up right? I think I actually shifted to the 3-minute. I ended up selling towards the bottom here once we started to slow down, right? Because at this point, you have to understand, Isaac, why wouldn't you hold a little longer? You didn't really give it a chance. You had more downside here. Yes, that is true, but at the same time, I'm also understanding where we're at. It's FOMC today, right? FOMC minutes releasing. The market's been choppy for the better part of the week so far, right? We're on Wednesday. We were choppy yesterday. We were choppy the day before that, right? So I understand that we could just wick back up, right? We could go right back and retrace and go back to break even or even get stopped out again. So for me, I had to not switch my strategy, but kind of switch my mindset and not to get greedy. Take what I believe the market was giving me, and I did, right? I was able to take that for about 225K because I did go in with 6 contracts. So that was a really good day, right? Or a really good play, not day. And then my next play, I actually went on the 15-minute, right? I kind of stepped away for a little bit. I just left it alone. I was like, okay, whatever, I'm done. And then I happened to be on the computer. I've been working with my team the entire day, trying to get stuff together for the Inner Circle. If you don't know what that is, it's a 12-month mentorship. But, I'm getting stuff together. I have the charts up. I see this setup on the 15-minute. I'm like, okay, why not? Right? So if you see when I'm looking on the 15-minute, you see we broke back above this 13,604 level and retested this 13,632 level and then came back down below the level. So for me, what I was looking at, I was like, okay, we're back below 13,604 and it doesn't look like it wants to give any more downside, right? It doesn't look like it wants to give any more downside. So you know what? The next break of 13,604, I want to go long, and that's exactly what I did, right? So I went long here at the break. Not the break. I didn't get in on this candle. I got in on the start of the next candle once we opened up below the level. I'm sorry, above the level, right? So I entered right here, and I wrote it up. It was a smooth play, went right to my price target. Didn't take very long, even though we're on the 15-minute chart. We pretty much got there pretty quickly. And that was my exit. Added on another 2.5K, and I was able to end the day up about $5,000. Commission took a little bit of that away. So I think, if I'm trying to be exact, I think it was around 4.9, 4.8K on the day. But overall, it was a super solid play. Super solid play. Yeah, 4.970 to be exact. Super solid play. High reward, very low risk because my entries are on point and my risk management is on point. Right, I'm not going to hold losers. I'm not going to get bad entries because I'm going to stick to my plan at all times. Right. So those were my trades today. Like I said, it was a super solid play. Super simple. You guys realize that I don't have a bunch of indicators on my charts. Right. I don't have a bunch of of stuff I'm looking for. For me, I don't like trading past a certain time, right? After 11 a.m. Eastern, I usually don't look at the charts anymore. So I don't have FOMO right now because I'm missing this play. This is simply none of my trading plan anyways. I'd rather come on here, make content for you guys. Because the thing is, like, once you have a trading plan, once you have a solid strategy, for me, I'm a price action guy. Once I have my setups that I look for, once I solidify that stuff, I know that I can make money at any time. I don't need to be YOLOing or taking risky plays for no reason, right? Because I know tomorrow my setup's going to be there. The next day my setup's going to be there. And if it's not, I don't trade, right? But that's all I got for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this, please do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.